an unintentional killing that the blood money was to be 100 camels, 30 of which were 6 months to 2 years old, 30 which were 2 years old, 30 which were 3 plus years old, and 10 which were male 3 plus years old. He also said the value of the diyah during the time of the Messenger of Allah was 800 dinars, or 8,000 dirhams. The diyah of the Prophet, the diyah of the people of the book at that time was half that of the Muslims. This continued until Umar became the caliph. He stood and addressed the people, saying, "Camels have become expensive." So then Umar set the rate for those whose wealth was in gold at 1,000 dinars. For the people of silver, 12,000 dirhams. For the people whose wealth was in cows, it was 200 cows. For the people who owned sheep, it was 2,000 sheep. For those who owned garments, it was 200 garments. However, he left the diyah of the people of the book same and did not raise it. Killing that obligates blood money. The scholars agree that the blood money is obligatory in cases of mistaken killings and quasi-deliberate killings. It is also obligatory in the case of intentional murder, wherein the perpetrator does not fulfill the requirements for having the punishment meted out to them, such as death caused by a minor or an insane person. The blood money is also obligatory when the victim is not of the same level of inviolability as the murderer, such as when a slave is killed by a free person. The blood money is also obligatory if a sleeping person's movement cause the death of another person, or who falls upon another while sleeping and kills the other person. The types of blood money. The blood money can be either heavier or lighter. The lighter is required in the case of a mistaken killing. The heavier is required in the case of a quasi-deliberate killing. In the case of murder, if the relative of the deceased pardons the murderer and they agree upon some compensation, whatever they agree upon will be acceptable. As previously quoted from Amr ibn Shu'ayb on the authority of his father from his grandfather that the Prophet said, "Whoever kills a believer intentionally shall be handed over to the relatives of the victim. If they wish, they may have him killed, or if they wish, they may take the blood money from him, which is 34-year-old camels, 30 jada and 40 pregnant camels. Whatever reconciliation they come to will be for them, due to the harshness of the blood money requirement. The heavier blood money is equivalent to 100 camels, which 40 of them being pregnant. The Prophet said, "The accidental semi-deliberate killing by a whip or a staff has a blood money of 100 camels, 40 of which already have her offspring in her belly. This blood money can come from the money of the one who committed the act." The blood money due to a mistaken or quasi-intentional killing is upon the clan of the perpetrator. This refers to his male relatives from his father's side. It includes the adult, wealthy, sane males. Also included among them are the blind, the aged, and the senile, if they possess wealth. However, females, poor, underage, and insane members are not included Also, the relative of a different religion than the perpetrator is also not included. This is because this principle is based on who it is that must come to the aid and support of the person, and all of these categories are excluded from the requirement of giving the individual aid and support. The basis for requiring the clan to pay the blood money is in the hadith narrated by Abu Huraira, who said, two women from the tribe of Udayl fought, and one of them threw a stone at the other and killed her. And what was in her womb, the Prophet judged that the blood money for the fetus was a male or female slave, and he judged that the blood money upon the woman was to be upon her clan. The blood money for the parts of the body. Humans have body parts that are singular, such as nose, tongue, and private part, and others that come in pairs, such as eyes, ears, and hands. Yet other parts are even more in number. If a person destroys another person's singular body parts, or both body parts that come in pairs, the injured party is entitled to the complete blood money. If a person destroys one of a body part that comes in pairs, then the injured party is entitled to half of the complete blood money. Thus, the complete blood money will be paid for the nose or both eyes. However, if one eye is destroyed, the person is entitled to half of the complete blood money for both eyelids of one eye. The person is entitled to half, but for one eyelid, on one eye, the person is entitled to 1/4 of the complete blood money. For all of the fingers or all of the toes, the person is entitled to the complete blood money. However, for each finger or toe, the person is entitled to 10 camels if all of the teeth are knocked out. The person is entitled to the complete blood money for each individual tooth. A person receives 5 camels. That the Messenger of Allah said, for the nose, if it is completely removed, the blood money is 100 camels. For one hand, it is 50 camels. For one leg, it is 50 camels. For one eye, it is 50. For a wound that falls just short of reaching the brain, it is 1/3 of the complete blood money. For a deep wound, it is 1/3 of the complete blood money. For an injury that causes a bone to be dislocated, it is 15 camels. For a wound that reaches the bone, it is 5 camels. For a tooth, it is 5 camels. For every finger toe, there it is 10 camels. Narrated from his father on the authority of his grandfather that the Prophet sent to the people of Yemen a document containing the laws of zakah, sunnah, and blood money. It contained the following instructions: the blood money for a life is 100 camels. For the nose, it is removed. If it is removed completely, it is the complete amount of the blood money. For the tongue, it is the complete blood money. For both lips, it is the complete blood money. For both testicles, it is the complete blood money. For the male private part, it is the complete blood money. For the spinal column, it is the complete blood money. For both eyes, it is the complete blood money. For one leg,